Recently, I read this book, 実力も運のうち. The English title is The Tyranny of Merit, What Has Become of the Common Good. The book tells us not only efforts but also luck are necessary for success. But meritocracy has made successful people arrogant, and it has deprived laborers of their dignity. This book opened my eyes and helped me to understand another book. Let me introduce. This April, my high school students and I read a newspaper article about this year's Oscar. The Academy Award for the Best Film was given to Nomadland. It is based on a non-fiction book about modern-day nomads in the US. I read the book in Japanese. In the last 10 years, the number of war campers has increased in the US. What are war campers? They are the people, mostly elderly whites, who don't afford to pay rent. They have no houses to live in, so instead they live in cars, drive across the country and do the seasonal jobs, such as campsites and farms in summer and Amazon factories in winter. During the class, one student asked me, why are war campers all whites? America is a multiracial society, isn't it? So, aren't there any African American or Hispanic war campers? This question made me think. The author of the book, Jessica Bruda, also points out, I have never met non-white nomads. According to her analysis, if African Americans are sleeping in a car, some racist policeman could shoot them because African Americans have been discriminated. It's sad, but probably that explains it. The Tyranny of Merit points out that many white Americans have a strong pride, that we are a majority, we are privileged, and we are blessed compared to other races. 20 years ago, loaning companies used their pride and trapped them, saying, "A decent white man like you deserves to live in a good house. Oh, no problem, you can pay back the loan soon." And the people were deceived and eventually defaulted. Of course, colored people in the US have fought with discrimination and persecution. It must have been tough. But white Americans are also under huge pressure constantly, for they cannot use races as an excuse when their life doesn't work out. The whole society think, you are a white man. It's quite natural that you are successful. If you haven't succeeded, that's because you didn't make efforts enough. But Professor Sanders says things are not that simple. Some of them lost their houses just unfortunately. According to Chapter 5, white people who are left behind by the wave of globalization tend to accuse themselves thinking, let me read. If you found yourself on the bottom rung of a meritocratic society, it would be difficult to resist the thought that your disadvantage was at least partly your own doing, a reflection of your failure to display sufficient talent and ambition to get ahead. They think, I am a loser, it's my own fault. I was betrayed. I could have deserved something better. In the film Nomadland, there is one famous line. I am houseless, not homeless. When I watched the film this April, I was impressed with the main character Fern's strengths and bravery, that she is not alone or unhappy. She just doesn't have a house, but she has family and friends, and she is enjoying her war camper's life of adventures. But now that I read Sanders' book, I thought the line meant something different. Not everyone, but some of the war campers might have to pretend and try to believe in themselves that they are blessed and privileged, and trying to show the outside world that they are enjoying their life. What makes people happy? Not money or a good house. We need pride and dignity more than anything. If you have self-esteem and are respected and loved by others, you can be happy. Is meritocracy an answer? Not the perfect one. And it's time to think together again. Thank you for listening.